I've been traveling heaps lately, and my favourite airline is Qantas. And I was on a flight the other day and just had the most delightful crew. I always get good experiences, by the way, with crew. And I think a lot is about the positive energy you put out as to what you receive. But this particular flight, the crew were just outstanding. And so when I was standing down the back with my daughter waiting for her to go to the bathroom, I always talk to the crew. I'm one of those people. And I always ask the question, what's your schedule like? Where are you going? What have you done? Kind of thing. And so anyway, I was chatting to this crew and I said to them, can I just say, you've been delightful on this trip. I said, I always get good service. And I said, but I feel like there's been just extra, this flight. And I said, I really want to thank you for that. I said, I'm on flights a lot and it really does make such a difference. And, I really just want to make sure that I tell you that. And they're like, oh my gosh, they were just so touched. And I said, no, really, I said, I think it's so important because I'm sure it's easy for people not to give feedback or worse, give negative feedback. And yeah, I just want to compliment you all for being so delightful. Now, when I was exiting off the plane, the head of the crew was at the front. And as I was exiting, I then said to them, I said, can I just say I really want to acknowledge your crew. I said, I've thanked them when I was down there earlier, but I said, I just would like you to know, I said, the crew have been exceptional. And I said, thank you so much. It makes such a difference. And he just beamed. And I came off the plane and my daughter was like, oh, wow, Mum, that was so nice. I said, absolutely. I said, if you get good service, I said, it's so important that people get told. It makes such a difference. And yeah, it was just a beautiful moment. So moral of the story is make sure that if you're getting good service, let them know. I think it's such an important piece and it makes them feel good. But more importantly, I came out feeling really great. So anyway, nice little finish to the moment.